G'day, my name's Darren Stewart. I'm the Director of Makin Trax Australia, and we're out here today at the Tidbinbilla Nature Reserve. We've been building a walking track from the Tidbinbilla Valley and Birragui right up to the top of Gibraltar Rocks. It's a significant trail for the area and a significant trail for Canberra. We've encountered a lot of challenges along the way, so let's go and have a look. The track that we're constructing starts at Birragui and in the Tidbinbilla Valley. The Tidbinbilla Valley is on the other side of Mount Eliza, which is this mountain right in front of us on the right, and Birragui is in front of Mount Eliza. So it comes up in front and behind of Mount Eliza to the saddle, which is to the left of Mount Eliza, and then from the saddle it works its way up to the left, up to the top to Gibraltar Rocks. The planning that goes into the construction of a track like this starts way before we pull out the machines. There's a lot of significant cultural heritage up here and environmental issues that need to be covered off and addressed. So there's environmental studies, flora and fauna studies, and indigenous heritage studies as well, because this is an area that has been frequented for thousands of years by the Aboriginals of Australia. This track is where it is for the obvious, firstly for the obvious purpose of being able to get up to the Gibraltar Rocks easily and safely. It was an alignment that was given to us that we had to work to, and we've worked with it quite successfully. We've also offered up many solutions to certain areas which fell outside our trail building parameters, and we've successfully implemented those amendments as well. We go through firstly with a, depending on the bush, if the bush is super thick, we'll go through and clear an area with chainsaws and cutters, and then we'll move through with the machine. The machine runs through, and then we follow through and clean up by hand. If the ground's wet enough, we'll compact it. If it's needed, we'll compact it. If not, we'll wait for the soil to consolidate with the next rain. Some of the features that we've added to this track are the addition of stairs. Construction of the stairs is simple in one sense, but has presented certain difficulties in another sense, and that is that we were asked to construct the steps out of the native rock around here, so we had to source out the appropriate rock and get it into place, and a lot of the places we haven't been able to have machinery, so there's been quite a bit of handwork and quite a bit of searching around for rocks. But what we've come up with is truly a beautiful bush track. And we've also suggested and designed and we're going to install this platform in this area that we're standing at the moment to take advantage of this view. We've also suggested and implemented alignment changes, so we can take in the view, so we can offer the end user a more interesting and rewarding experience. And we also suggested and we've now implemented a track realignment from the saddle through to the base of this particular track as well, which enables the walker to take advantage of some of the rock outcroppings and the interesting things in and around those rock outcroppings, but also get a different view of the valley as you're coming up from a different side of the track, which in the original alignment wasn't there. So we've been able to use our experience and our knowledge to really enhance a lot of this track. This is a challenging site from the massive rocks that are around us everywhere. So to try and get the ideal alignment has been difficult. So we've had to add stairs here and take stairs away and slightly change alignments. But added to that, in those alignments, we've got quite steep side slopes that we're working with in and around rocks and over trees, and that presents real hazards if unqualified personnel are working in that area, especially on machinery. Some of the other challenges have been working with the native soil and getting the most out of the trail, but also maintaining the integrity of the soil, because it's been hit by the fire and a lot of its nutrients and binding properties have been burnt out. Means it's quite friable, and we've had to work with that. Getting materials into site has been challenging as well. We've got certain machines that make that a lot easier, but it still has been challenging, to the point that in this platform area we're going to have to use a helicopter to heli-lift materials in. So there's been many challenges on this job, but nothing that we haven't done before or haven't overcome before. What we hope that people take away from using this track is thorough enjoyment. We don't expect the users of the track to understand or for that matter see all the little things that we put into the track. But what we expect and what we believe will happen is the experience of using a track like this will remain with the user for years to come.